Good morning, YouTube. Reseller Mom here. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going shopping and I'm going to do a sourcing haul video for you guys. It is Sunday the 25th of October and we've had some changes around here. Fall is upon us. The weather has dipped down and my other car died and I got a new car yesterday. So super duper excited. I am filming inside the new one. I haven't figured out all the buttons, but it is a 2017 Ford Escape and I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. I am so excited about it. I'm excited about the trunk space and all the buttons and all the features and trying to figure out how that all works. So, long story short, on my other car, it was having some trouble. I brought it into the mechanic and it needed like a new everything and it wasn't worth very much. So we decided to trade it in and get something that is 11 years newer and much more safer to drive around during these times. Now, the other thing going on is the weather. We have had a dip in temperature. It is now getting freezing out night, so I've had to do some office rearranging because my son and the lady who I have packing for me, we can't work in the garage anymore. I had set up a couple tables out in the garage and it was great in the summer because it was nice and cool. And then we've had a little heater in there that has been kind of gimping us by, but this week we finally just said, that's it. The garage is too big of a space and not insulated enough and the heater's not working. So we did some office rearrangement and now have a packing station in the office where my daughter and I both work during the day as well. So we'll see how that goes. But you know what? One thing I've learned with this business is it's always changing. The way I source is changing. The environment is changing. COVID is new this year. So everything is always changing and it's best to just kind of whatever solution you have, never think of it as a permanent solution. It's a solution for 3 to 6 months and then reevaluate and probably change again. So that was done up. My son is at home packing up the pallet that I got in last week. So I'm excited about that. There are limitations on what you can send in. Every time I think I get in a private place to film, it just never is. So I got a pallet in last week and Amazon is limiting how many of that item I can send in. So I'm just going to get everything ready to go. So as soon as I get my thresholds, I can send more in and process that pallet over the next couple of weeks. There are some important things just to note with Amazon going on. There has been a slew of suspensions for account-related activity. So a lot of people have gotten this suspension and they don't have other Amazon accounts, or maybe they have a spouse with an account or, something that they didn't think of, but it seems to be mostly false suspensions. But there are a lot of people grouping up on the boards over on Facebook and sharing how they are overcoming that suspension. So if that happened to you, you definitely want to look there and see what is working for other people. Let's see here. Meltables is upon us, so I will be sourcing today quite a bit of stuff. I'm here first at Marshall's. I'm going to look for any sort of clothes, toys, holiday items, all sorts of stuff at Marshall's. I've got a couple of personal returns there. Then there's so many things I could choose to go sourcing at. I'm not quite sure. I know I have some Kohl's cash, so I kind of want to go to Kohl's, but there's been some great bolos at Walmart, at Walgreens, at Target, and I need some envelopes somewhere in there. So I will, I can get envelopes though in many places. But yeah, I'm kind of really excited about going out and sourcing and trying to see how much I can get shopped in the day. That's not really a great saying there. How much I can pick up in a day, how much I can source in a day. I don't have an insane amount of time. So let's see, what time is it? It's 10:48. And I want to be home by 5, so that gives me about 6 hours of sourcing today. Let's go see what Marshall's has. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to bring up. Not going to bring you in the store. I've got my KDP 200i scanner here. I wear around my neck. I don't know if you guys can see that. No, probably not. I don't think it's showing up. But going to use this to do scanning today, and I'm not bringing you in. COVID is kind of on the rise, and I need to take some extra precautions. Just I'm going to wipe down the cart, and I'll be in my mask, and it takes longer to source in a store when I'm filming with you all, so we're just going to cut down the amount of time in the store and take safety first. That's all I got to do. I mean, I'm already down to like only sourcing once or twice a week, and spending extra time in the store, just, it's got to go. It's got to go for today so that I can focus on Q4 and getting some great stuff. But I will share with you my finds out here in the cart. I am done with Marshall's, but it wasn't that great. I'm going to take a break here and go to Potbelly, get me some lunch. And then there's a Ross next door here, or I may head over to Kohl's, Burlington, Walmart, Target. I don't know. I'm going to eat some food and get some energy because I'm feeling really low right now. So I spent $131 at Marshall's. Doesn't say how many items I got, but it is a handful. It's probably less than 20 items. I just wasn't having good luck. So a couple of things. I tried some shoes. I tried scanning some shoes. I couldn't get my scanner to work. Something's not working with the linking, so I'll fix that later this week. And didn't find anything in shoes. Didn't find anything in bras. I spent some time looking at yoga and workout gear because I'm telling you, right around Christmas and then right at the beginning of the year, anything health related sells amazing. Was able to get ungated in RBX, something like that, yoga pants. So that was good. I got an ungate. Yeah, I just didn't come across a lot. I did a lot of scanning and was not getting a lot of hits. It happens. So let's go through some of the things I did find. First up, Columbia socks. If you're ungated in Columbia, their socks can be amazing. There were some that did not, the rank was good, but there was none in inventory, so you may have to dig in to see if it was worth it. But just in my head, they were like $9.99 for a single pair, which means that I'd really want a $30 sale price on Amazon, and $30 for one pair of socks just seemed really high for those. But maybe they're good. I don't know. These were $4.99 going for $27. So that's more of the ratio of prices that I'm looking for. Got some Seahawks hats. I only got a couple. There was a bunch on the shelf. They're $12.99, $34, no FBA sellers. NFL is hot. Wintertime, it's a great time to sell these. I've had really good luck selling this type of hat with other teams. I've had good luck with Seahawks socks and other like ornaments and things like that. So definitely check out your local players and see what's going to work. There was probably 4 hats that did not scan in and only 1 hat that did scan in good. So, the ratio again there is not very much, but when you do hit it, it could be really good. I was really tempted to clear the shelf. There probably was at least 30, 40 hats on the shelf, but at $12.99 buy-in, I just wasn't comfortable enough to put down that much capital on something like that. Spent a lot of time with Spode. Love Spode. Some of the Christmas dishes aren't worth anything. A lot of them are. I would say, though, probably 30% of what I scanned I wound up getting. I look for any sort of specialty dishes, anything that's just cool looking with Spode. Not your typical regular dining plate, but any of those oddball ones. I double check all of the packaging, make sure that it's good to go. And even this, even though it does feel pretty solid, like I could ship this in, into FBA like it is, I always bubble wrap these and then polybag them. So I haven't had, many broken type of ceramic stuff. And I feel it's because I extra pack them. And let's see here. This one's $9.99 going for about $34. When you start getting up there and having a bunch of $30, $40, $50, $60 returns, they can add up. And with the new return policy, all the customers can return stuff up to the end of January. And believe it, people are going to freaking use this dish. They'll use it once. They'll decide that they need the money back or whatever, and they return it. And You get it back probably not in good enough shape to return. It happens. You just gotta know that happens. Let karma deal with it. I gotta figure out where to put things here. All right. I got 3 more items to show you and then 2 personals. This was $6.99. These holiday blankets sell amazing. I sold them last year, sold them the year before. Gonna sell them this year. This one was either $24 or $30, and it's $6.99. So it's about a $10 profit margin right now. Do be aware that the price goes up and down depending on who's sourcing where and how the inventory's fluctuating with Amazon. So just make sure your repricers are set okay. But I love these holiday blankets, and if the price tanks, they sell all year round. So I wouldn't feel bad holding on to some inventory. Unfortunately, I only found one. So we'll see how that goes. I did not have much luck finding many. VTech. This one's important. This one was $9.99. It's going for about $25, $30. It's a cute little cell phone, but here's the kicker. There's a whole bunch of colors. This one happens to be pink. There was an orange one that wasn't worth anything. So be aware of the color. I have seen a listing for, I don't remember if it was this exact toy, but very something similar that had color variations or, variety of colors. They're random colors. People don't want random colors. They want a very particular color. So get on an ASIN that has a very particular color, or you're going to wind up with a bunch of returns from people going, I wanted the pink and I got the blue. I wanted the blue. I wanted the pink. People will pay up to guarantee that they're going to get the color they want. Anyhow, this was a great little find. I loved this. The other things to note with toys, I haven't experienced, but I have heard on the boards that FAO Schwartz has hammered down on people with IP claims, and the new one was Discovery. There's somebody else that Discovery owns. I'd have to Google it. I don't remember it off the top of my head. But those Discovery kits that are pretty amazing. I like a lot of the Discovery toys. I stayed away from that today because I have heard that they are locking down that brand. And so during the holiday times, seller response has been stupidly slow and difficult and hard to deal with. And I just don't want to have any more account drama during the peak times of the year when it's just super hard to get anything accomplished. All right, 2 personal finds. This one is a Superman 360 cupware. I don't know what it is. It's one of those drink and learn, spill proof something. It was $1. So my little nephew has been learning how to crawl, and I thought this would be a perfect little gift along with this one. These guys are marked down to $3.50. So for $4.50, I got him a cute little gift, and then we're just getting them cash so they can buy the supplies they need. But I wanted to get him a little something, He's not going to care. He's, 9 months old or something, but just a little something. So these guys were $3.50. This was $1. Of course, I scanned it. It didn't scan in well. But when you're out looking at all of this clearance, don't forget to pick up things to make your holiday budget easier. If I can cut down my holiday spending on other people and increase my sales at the same time, it's a win-win. Okay, so this one, I almost cleared the shelf with this one. These were marked down to $3.50 from $6.99, but Amazon was on the listing, and Amazon has it for $9.99. So with a $3.50 price, I think the profit was like $1, maybe 50 cents to $1. But when Amazon's not on the listing, it goes up to $12.99 of a sale price, and the profit turns out to be about $3, which, pay $3.50, get back $3. If there's 10 on the shelf, that's pretty good little turnaround. These little blankets are really easy to pack. I usually tuck in the, call it a hanger, but it's not too much of a hanger there. And I'll fold like so, stuff it in a poly bag, and you're good. The tags cut off easy. There's not a whole lot of prep to it. But it looks like Amazon's got plenty of inventory, and last year they did not sell out too much. So I looked at the Keepa history. I don't know. It's one of those things that you debate with yourself in the store. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, I probably should have gotten that, because I think this Q4 is going to sell out of a lot of things. And if Amazon sold out, I could easily get $12.99, $13.99 and sell all of the inventory in a very short period of time. But I'm banking on Amazon going out of stock. And today, my capital, I've got a lot of other stops that I could make and a lot of other shopping I could do. So I'm going to have my capital for more solid finds. All right, right now I'm gonna go eat me a sandwich. I've been doing really good not doing carbs, and a sandwich sounds so amazing right now. So I'm going to enjoy my sandwich here. I am done with Walmart. I'm sitting in the Walmart parking lot, which is full of characters. I've got somebody rustling up carts next to me and then a couple arguing next door to me. But I want to get done and get home, watch hopefully the Seahawks, and call it a day. I did not have any luck in Target. I'm telling you, it was crazy packed, and everything I scanned was not working, and all of the bolos that I had seen just weren't carried at my Target. Then there was a couple of like Funko Pops that I saw on clearance, and I used to be able to sell Funko Pops, and now it looks like Funko Pops has locked down, so I need to investigate that when I get home. It should be fairly easy to get ungated with a purchase invoice through EE Distribution or Shepherd or something. So I might have to do that. We'll see. I don't sell a whole lot of Funko Pops, so I'm not sure how much of a priority that is for me. Went to Staples. They did not have really anything in the clearance section, but I was able to get the folders that I needed. These I use all the time to file paperwork. Every month in the month, I take all my receipts and all my paper receipts and printouts and packing slips and all that good stuff and stick it in here. And on the outside, I label it with the month and the year. And then I have a stack of them in the garage to keep for taxes and record keeping that you need to keep. Then I decided I popped in somewhere. Oh, I popped into the Dollar Tree. Didn't find anything there. They didn't have any of the replenishables that I need. Went to Walmart, scored at Walmart. $432. My car is packed up in the back. Most of it is replenishable type of items. They were not clearance items. The only clearance item I did get was some little swimmers. I think they were Pampers little swimmers for $3, and they will go for $12 to $13, and sometimes upwards of $14, $15 during the holiday between now and April, because the stores won't really restock that type of item until now, the spring, when we're getting ready for summer again. So if anybody is traveling, I mean, it's COVID time, so maybe that's not a goodbye anymore, but people still have to travel or live in areas where they can still go swimming. And maybe, we've used the pool before in the winter time, take the kids and go in the jacuzzi or whatnot, and you need the little swim diapers for your little ones. So always good to swoop in. Sunscreen and swim diapers are kind of my favorite to swoop in on the end of the year. They had back to school supplies on clearance, mostly just like glue sticks and pencils, pens, folders, notebooks. Wound up getting a couple things for my daughter just for school that she needed, but other than that, nothing to really resell there. But all in all, didn't spend as much as I had hoped. $432 at Walmart and $116 to $130 or something at Macy's, Marshall's, and then $50 at Ross. So, sometimes you run into deals, sometimes you don't. The key is to line up as many stores as you can, so if one's not successful, that doesn't kill your whole day. Your attitude towards everything is going to make or break it for you in life. And I could sit here and I could look at this day and I could be like, my eyes are itchy. I could tell my allergies are killing me right now. I'm irritated with the sanitizer. I'm irritated from the mask. I didn't find much at Ross. It was pretty bad. I didn't find anything at Target. I can sit here and focus on the negatives, or I can be like, wow, I swooped in at the last minute and killed it at Walmart, and I found a lot of great replenishables, and I can go to my other Walmarts and get more of the same and cash in on that. So, my point is you can look at the glass half full, glass half empty. However you do it, it's going to determine whether you enjoy life or you don't enjoy life. So choose wisely. All right, that's all I have. Oh, I wanted to also give a shout out to my friend Sean and Tiffany. Look at this cute mug. They had seen this mug and I bought it from them. I love it. My daughter is already planning on stealing it. It's so cute. I love the Baby Yoda stuff. Can't wait for Baby Yoda on the 30th. It's about, yeah. I also got some Halloween candy. I don't know if we're going to have any trick-or-treaters. It's kind of a weird year. Like I said, I'm trying to look at the happy side because there's so much negative. You could really drown in it. And sometimes, you know what? If you do want to drown a little bit, I've done that. You know, get a bottle of wine, go take a bath. Think about your sorrows, but then you got to brush it up and pick yourself up and get going again. You don't want to stay down in that. You don't want to stay down that low too long, otherwise you can get stuck down there, and then that's really, really bad. That's all I got for today. So it was an interesting haul trip. I guess I could show you my little swimmers from Walmart, but that's about it. There was a whole lot of nothing going on at the other stores. Yeah. All right, guys. Take care and have an amazing week. I have had my lunch and went into Ross, and it was bad. It was really, really bad in there. There was just not a lot to scan. There was so much on the floor. It was not a long trip. The stuff that I did scan with the tax that I have to pay at Ross, a lot of it I was making like $2-3 and not really worth it when I had to spend $5-6 in capital to put down. So I only found a couple of things, spent $52. Yeah, everything I found for work is underwear. That's it. So only 2 brands too. Jockey is one of my favorites. So if you see this style of bralette, I think they call it, or retro stripe, yeah, bralette, and then these packs of bras, pretty much anything that's Jockey in a pack, underwear or bras, I'm going to scan. Now this was the lot. Oh, smack. I didn't see this. Look at that. It's been damaged up there. So I can either take that off or cover it up or return it. That's kind of my options there. I'll think about that. Just noticed it. But I was trying to tell you that the other size that I had, the sticker was covering the barcode, which has been a common theme today. A lot of barcodes being covered up, which makes scanning really difficult at retail arbitrage stores. So I was able to go to this listing though, and then just select the other size, copy the link, and in any Amazon link is the ASIN number. So then I could add it to my buy list. I use Inventory Lab, Scoutify 2, the app that comes with Inventory Lab. And as I'm scanning, I add things into a buy list. You then email that buy list to yourself, go download it, and it downloads into like an Excel form. You can modify it there, you know, tweak things, etc. And then you import that into Inventory Lab and it will process that buy list. It's kind of my favorite way to do scanning and processing and stuff. Okay, so that was Jockey. The other brand, which is gated, is Bali. I scanned so much other stuff though, and it was really disappointing. It happens. It happens. We're going to go source other places now. I did wind up getting 2 personal items that were on my list of things I needed to get while I was out and about. So there's a win there. Didn't get ungated to anything. It was not fun. There was just a lot of stuff on the floor. And when you can't drive the cart around and you're speed bumping all over the place, it's not nice. So I'm going to go over to Staples and Target. There are some toys I'm after in Target. Not going to disclose what those are and stuff, but Target, Walmart, Walgreens, all of those places have toys that you can go in and scan, and they can be replenishables for your at least Q4 type of items to Target. And most of the suggestions that I've gotten off of private boards, so I'm not at liberty to share those informations with you, so you will have to do your groundwork there. But we'll catch back as soon as I am able.